Before we get started, it's important to know that we recommend your bike be professionally assembled. If you choose to follow this video and do home assembly, we recommend a professional bike mechanic safety check your bicycle before riding. Now let's begin.
With a helper, lift the bike out of the box and set it on the ground or a sturdy workbench. Remove the front wheel and fender and set them aside. Locate the small parts box. Inside you will find the charger, pedals, manuals, and the tools you'll need for assembly. Take the time to read through the manual before assembling and riding your bike. Use the 5mm Allen wrench to remove the kickstand leg bolt and rotate the leg 180 degrees. Retighten the leg bolt to 8 Nm. Repeat for the other side, then lower the kickstand while pulling the bike backwards until it rests on the kickstand. Remove the top cap with the 5mm Allen wrench. The top cap is no longer needed. Untwist the handlebars to ensure the cables have free range of movement. Slide the handlebar release forward and lift up on the release handle to loosen the stem. Install the stem onto the steerer tube, ensuring that it is pointed forward and aligned with the front wheel. Tilt the stem forward to access the 5mm compression bolt. Then use the 5mm Allen wrench to secure the bolt onto the steerer. With the stem facing forward and aligned with your front wheel, tighten the stem clamp bolts to 12 Nm using a 5mm Allen wrench. Rotate the handlebar angle to your preferred position. Make sure to center them before closing the release lever. Remove the 3 bolts on the back of the fork. Use a T25 Torx key for the bolts on the fork arms and 4mm Allen wrench to remove the bolt on the bridge. Position the fender loosely and fasten the fender mounting tab to the fork bridge with a 4mm Allen bolt. Attach the strut arms with the 2 remaining T25 bolts. Tighten all 3 bolts to 5 Nm once the fender is correctly positioned. Remove the brake caliper pad spacer. Do not squeeze the brake lever while the wheel is not installed and when there is no spacer in place. Remove the through axle from the fork with a 6mm Allen wrench. Rotate your front wheel into position. Be mindful to seat the brake rotor neatly between the brake pads. Reinsert the through axle and tighten with a 6mm Allen wrench to 8 to 10 Nm. Locate the front porta rack and bundle 4 and remove the attached set of 4 bolts and spacers. Remove the rubber plugs from the porta rack mounts on the front of the bike. Insert 1 bolt into the front of the porta rack and slide a spacer over the back of the bolt. Thread the bolt into the mounts using a 5mm Allen wrench. Repeat for the remaining bolts. Torque bolts to 12 to 14 Nm. On the underside of the porta rack, use the T25 Torx wrench to remove the forward mounting bolt and 2 cable retainer clips and bolts. Mount the front light using the mounting bracket in the same bolt hole. Torque to 5 Nm. Attach each of the cable clips to the light and reinstall in the same position on the rack. Torque bolts to 5 Nm. Apply a small amount of bike grease to the threads on each pedal. Thread the pedal spindle bolt into the crank arm and use the 15mm wrench to tighten to 40 Nm. Locate bundle 2 and remove the footrests. Gently pull on the port plugs to remove them from the lower rear frame and apply bike grease to the inside of the ports. Fit the correct footrest by lining up the bolt plate to the rear of the bike and the insert tube to the forward port. Attach the top bolt hole of the footrest plate with the 5mm Allen bolt. Attach the bottom hole of the footrest plate with a 13mm flat hex bolt. Use a 13mm box wrench to secure the bolt. Torque to 12 to 14 Nm. Repeat for the other side. Use an 8mm box wrench to loosen the hex nuts on the back of the mounting plate on the rear rack to create space between the square faces of the bolts and the mounting plate. Insert one side and then the other. Hold the light in place while you gently tighten the nuts with the 8mm box wrench until the light assembly is secure. Locate bundle 3 and remove the hoopty brackets. Identify the front and rear brackets and remove the included hardware. Place the front hoopty bracket on the front end of the rear rack. The contoured plate will fit neatly. Insert 1 bolt from the outside inward and loosely fasten with a matching nut. Keep all 4 bolts loose for now. You will finish tightening them after installing the hoopty rails in the next step. Locate bundle 1 and remove the hoopty rails. Remove the included hardware and lightly grease the ports before inserting each rail. Insert the 4mm bolt from the inside outward and securely fasten with a washer and 10mm hex nut. Fasten this bolt using a 4mm Allen wrench and a 10mm box wrench. Repeat for the other end and again for the other rail. With all parts and hardware installed on hoopty brackets, go back and ensure all bolts are tightened down. Your Swoop ASM is now fully assembled. We recommend having your bike looked over by a professional mechanic before riding.